Hey y'all, it's Male Tsingy. I am back with another mini-sode because like I said, if you feel like talking, just turn on the camera. But I've been kind of mulling this one over. Um, but what started this whole thing is I was in the shower early in the morning because I'm going through ascension symptoms. The universe is literally purging a whole bunch of shit out of my system. And it, brings on like cold like symptoms. And so I was in the shower because of that. And I got too cold and I was literally like shivering. And I was feeling lightheaded and I was like, hold on, I need to warm up my body. And so, yeah, while I was in the shower, I was like, I remembered this one time I was watching, the first time I watched Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And spoiler alert, this is how the whole thing works. Um, the dude was explaining how the device worked, the time jumper or whatever it's called. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Looking up at the TV, like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. And then the woman was like, that doesn't make any sense. And he's like, it's not supposed to. And I was like, oh, okay. It seems kind of simple to me, but, you know, very spiritual over here. And then I was like, that's so true, though. It's so true, though, that our brains work the same way. Like, like I said last time, the outside reflects the inside. And the way that you consistently and positively listen, that was 222. I saw that shit. Consistently and positively think about life, your circumstances, relationships, anything in general, you can jump to that timeline because that triggers the vibration out to God, most gracious, most merciful, like, mwah. And you will get there. I kind of want to say eventually, but it's because spiritual time works a lot different than earthly time, 303. Um, I'm being guided to say that one night there is, what was it, 10 to 20 years here. Yeah. And so when we think those thoughts consistently and positively, we're triggering the vibration in our bodies out to God to be like, this is what I want. 333. And you will be in alignment if you're doing it consistently. Consistently. But that also involves deep learning of oneself and mastery of oneself. I've been on that healing journey for a little bit. And yeah, that's what I want to talk about with that. And then, oh yeah, today's my birthday. uh, it is, what time is it? 4:51 on February 2nd. And I watched this video and someone was like saying that people in the spiritual community or like, yeah, people who are intuitive, let me say that, think that God can't communicate, doesn't communicate through secular music. And then I was like, first of all, I take offense to that because I've definitely experienced like my spirits being like, listen to this secular music. Like, no shit. And because it's my birthday, I, of course, did some shufflemancy. And it really, like, fucking spoke to me. Like, I deserve it all. I was listening to Man at the Garden. And then, this shit came up next. Not Like Us. I deserve it all because I'm gonna beat you, motherfucker. I deserve it all because I know what you about, nigga. I deserve it all because I am it all. I'm everything. 555 bitches. Ah. But yes, I am 31. Ah. Oh my god, my tongue looked brown as fuck, but that was because I was eating chocolate. Listen, and drinking tea, and also ascension symptoms, like I said. But bless up to Allah, most gracious, most merciful, for me making it to 31, because I really ain't think I was gonna be here, y'all. Me being 30 was the hugest achievement. Thank you, Allah, most gracious, most merciful. I also want to thank Hi John for taking me under his wing, really like turning that shit out for your boy, your man's. Um, Thank you to the High Priestess for everything, you know, bringing the idea, getting me the free answer, keeping it real with me. I literally just heard someone laugh outside when I said the free acid. 17. But I usually have my window open because I, you know, tap into the spirit of the air to be able to communicate effectively. And I still feel like I'd be all over the place, but it would be way worse if I had like the fan on or um nothing going on at all, complete silence. Um but I also want to thank the Malays. Thank you, Malays. Y'all already know. I'm thank you. Okay. And yes. Oh, right. I also wanted to talk about some very sensitive topics. I'm gonna put a trigger warning here. 818. Um, I'm gonna be talking about chaos magic, suicide magic, um, mental health, and stuff like that in relation to spirituality in general. But you know, we center hoodoos here. Um, we, as in just me. Anyway, but oh yeah, and also I wanted to talk a little bit more about people saying that God don't communicate through secular songs. Also, on my birth minute, I was doing my shufflemancy, and on my birth minute, my favorite song came up. Megan Thee Stallion, Gift and a Curse. Listen. Mm. Bless up. Listen, my favorite fucking line in that shit. Um, Hold on a second. Ugh. Sorry, I felt my nose like kind of dripping. I don't want to have that shit on camera. Um, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, giving a curse. Shout out to my pussy, this little bitch to go, and an honorable mention to my throat. All dicks, please rise. Let's praise the ass, and all my real freak hoes. Let's fuck some more. Like, woo! Come on now. Um, but 10 on the dot. Um, yeah. So saying that God don't communicate through any medium is fucking ridiculous, because the energy that I was picking up when I thought about it, and now I've kind of like chilled out. Well, it's coming up again. Is disgust. Like, who the fuck are you, 1030, to say that God don't communicate in with this specific thing, right? Like, are you confining God? Really? Is that what you want to do? Because maybe there are lots of possibilities why Allah ain't talking to you through secular music. Maybe you're not comfortable with God enough for him to, give you any real talk. Or maybe uh, the universe is like, hey, they've got the holy book real far up their ass, that they spitting out these half-hearted scriptures like snot rockets. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. I just saw that it was past 11:11. I don't know what I was saying. um, but yeah, that's how I feel. Fuck it. Chaos magic, suicide magic. Oh yeah, and oh yeah, I'm gonna start with this. There was a really great video that I saw um by, oh my gosh, I can't remember the creator's name, but I will definitely put it in another clip and then edit it in, because I want to give her things. And she was like, the reason you don't do any African magic when you are not a part of that, bloodline, or have like any type of initiatory rites, even if it's like your own magic. You just don't, even if your own magic, don't do that stuff, because it's like going to a family reunion and then just chilling and hanging out with these people who don't even know you. And 1248, that's like one of my favorite angel numbers. I especially with Hoodoo Tribe, because a lot of our shit, well, not a lot of our shit, all of our shit came from struggle, like literal slavery. And 1313, it's just incredibly disrespectful to really any religion if you don't have the bloodline to it. But the fact that people feel like they can just invade African traditional religions is because we're black. Boom. 1333. And so yeah, I'm kind of working my way up to what I want to talk about. So chaos magic and suicide magic. Chaos magic is exactly what it sounds like. It's magic to send chaos your way, you know. And it fucking sucks. But really, if you're experiencing 1414, I don't listen. I just said keep eye on the clock. If you're experiencing like big symptoms, and like I said, these bad spirit works always start off small. Wait, they start off small, great. And you know, escalate. Oh right. And so when chaos magic is happening, finances are like the first thing to go. Duh. That's the thing we all need to live. You'll notice mental health on the decline, like a bunch of other stuff. That comes with suicide magic, where it's a life for a life. I'll say that much. And it can happen anywhere, like at a party, at a restaurant. Um, that's why you have to be really like careful about who you're letting into your energy, because if you got to watch your food and drink around somebody, and they calling you your friend, calling you they friend, calling you your friend, you should be your friend. But if they're doing all that stuff and still like, I don't want to leave you around my stuff alone. I saw that 1555 pass by, but chaos magic and suicide magic, I had that experience as well. And that party was your fatal flaw. Oh my gosh, it was your fatal fucking flaw. um, you know, we like to have fun, right? But I had a great time. I enjoyed my little, lentils and rice, smoking up all your cigarettes, having you clip my nails before I played your harp. And it's so funny that you fell for that, because of course I know what my dominant fucking hand is, bitch. They're my fucking hands. Anyway, but, um, I just think that it's very funny that, um, folks just take you for granted. That's it. I'll just end it at that. And oh yeah, as part of the fucking suicide magic, it was like shortly after I moved to New York City. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. Hey, two up, two down. Okay. Um, so I came here, found out I was suffering from bipolar disorder, and I ain't know about that shit until 20 years, 29 years into life. So I was like looking back on shit, and I'm like, damn, I was actually, I think they said 18, right? As I was like, damn. Yeah, I was really wilding. I just don't want y'all to fucking see that shit. Anyway, um, and I was always never in a good spot in my like mental health, because I was just like, all the time, and being drained on top of that in that relationship, very fucked up. And so when I got here, that party happened, and I was just like, something is weird here. Something's very weird. 1919, and I have terminology for it now. It's like your aura is depleted. I stepped through that threshold, and I was like, oh fuck, something is very wrong. Immediately. That's how tapped in I am, by the way. That's why you don't fuck with the person in the head wrap. Idiots. And I'm just like, all it it's not like it disappears, it's like it's trapped inside of your body. Like it just, and all that energy that is my auric field, which is huge as hell apparently, is like caught up inside of me. And that means you're particularly vulnerable. And come on, 2020. As I'm talking about this thing, I just realized. um, I'm just like, okay, that's so much energy that's within me now. Plus, there were like, uh, cigarettes being smoked. I was, jamming to Megan Thee Stallion and other music all night. And yeah, that was just a weird experience. And I got to play his harp. So that was fun. And oh yeah, voodoo dolls. Cause they anyway. Um Voodoo dolls when you're not a voodoo practitioner. Don't do that to yourself. Like, please don't do it. 2121. I'm tapped in, y'all. I'm tapped in. Um, but when you're not a voodoo practitioner, you don't actually understand how voodoo works. The doll may work. It may work fabulously, but you're gonna have to pay up. And you just kind of, doing your own thing with the Google grimoires at best. And definitely not as connected to the universe as I am. Not many are. Not many are. But um when you're not a voodoo practitioner, it's insulting. So fucking just they're revolted. Like that's really what that is. And I just they know they're gonna get something out the deal though. So it may work, but if that entity don't know you and you're like, I want this to be done, and they're like, all right, well, let's do it. Because at least I'm gonna get your soul. And yeah. But it may seem like I'm giving out a lot of information, but this leads to my next point. The age of information and insanity. It is possible to know too much too soon. 2313, as I was saying that. It is bad to know too much too soon. You will go crazy. I just said I'm bipolar, but you'll go crazy. um, because it's like maybe you're not meant to know that then. Maybe later on, maybe when you're more mature to use it. Listen, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm spitting. Okay. Um, maybe when you're more mature to use it. Maybe never. Fucking. And especially if you know it and you're never supposed to know it. Um, and mental health and spiritual health and physical health. I didn't mean to say spiritual health, but hell yeah. And spirituality. I talked about this on Twitter one time, and someone was like disagreeing with me, but I'm like, you're the person I'm responding to, so. Mental health and spirituality. You have not have to. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do, but you should be taking your medications and doing your rituals to, protect your mind, your crown, your third eye, to feel aligned within your body, to embody yourself authentically. And, because inside reflects the outside. Everything everywhere all at once. Okay. And a part of being being on earth is that we experience earthly things. So, mental health disorders, mental illnesses, any disabilities, um, and also physical ailments. And spiritual health can also manifest itself as, I said this in a prayer earlier today, ailments of evil. I was like, damn, I might become a prayer warrior now. Like, hold on now, bitch. Oh, I saw that 2555. I was like, damn. Ailments of evil, which is where you are letting I know this before, but I'm about to say it. Listen, clear cognizance is a motherfucker. That shit just be coming to you. Okay. Um, oh shit, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, ailments of evil, bitch. Okay. Um, ailments of evil are like you're letting. Okay, so we already have the basics of outside reflects the inside, but when you are letting the outside, the world, influence your inside, the world gonna do what it do. You can control what you do. That's where your spiritual health will affect your physical health and your mental health, and you will fuck yourself up so bad. But with your mental health, it's important to take your medications so that you can be stable minded when you make your decisions and go through daily life, you know? Because you have your medications which will make you more level-headed in order to make better decisions, and your spirituality is boosting that clarity because you're already like at a good equilibrium in your vibration is what I'm hearing. But it's not like it's a vibration, so it's never just straight, which is great because that means you're dead. But you know, your vibration is high as opposed to like, yeah. And I wrote some topics down. Oh, yeah. That's some good shit. Okay. All right. What the fuck is this? Do I have anything on back? Yeah, I do. Oh yeah. If anyone is watching this and y'all are like, how the fuck did this end up on my shit? And you kind of have been thinking about spirituality, the first step, the very first step is prayer. Um, it'll feel like you ain't talking to nobody. If you haven't been like praying in a particular way for a lot of your life, or for a long period of time and you just have like trauma from that other thing, prayer is that first step to be able to go to your guides, your folks, you know, and at least knock on the door. Because you gotta, they can't answer if you don't knock. And you gotta wake them up first. It's not like they are, it's like knock, knock, knock. It's like, oh, and they're like, oh, who's that? They're living their own lives in the spirit worlds, like we are living our life in the not spiritual, the physical world. You know, I keep saying you know, but do you know? No, anyway, I'm like, am I making sense? I am just talking to myself, but I do that all the time. And oh yeah, an example from my own life because I was drawn to even think about that. So there was this one time that I ran away from home, and I was talking to my friend, and I was like, "Could I like spend the night at your place?" And she was like, "Yeah." And then, as you can probably guess, I went there and did not knock on the door. I just stood there desperately like needing help. I mean, I'm running away from my home, so it's a fucking abusive household. But um not even knocking at the door, just like standing there, listening to them live their lives, watching TV, having dinner. And it sounded like they were enjoying each other's company. But, I could be projecting. But um I was just like, I don't want to be a burden. I can't do this. And I just stood there at the door, and then the cops came and sent me back home. Not sent me back home. They drove me back to my house, and you gotta at least reach out. 32 on the dot. Okay. Um. Oh yeah. While I was listening to Man at the Garden, listen, this shit goes hard as fuck. Um, bitch, I deserve it all. I see you as a human first. When you ain't even, well, when you didn't even, when you didn't understand your worth, even when you didn't understand your worth. Bitch, I deserve it all. It's innate to mind my business. But you put me motherfucking in it anyway. Trying like writing words, trying to elevate the children. That's why I deserve it all, bitch. Prayed for those who prayed against me. Prayed on your downfall, but that's why my shit gonna work. I deserve it all. There's a reason why my ancestors sent me. I deserve it all. And then, as I said, 33, 33, bitch. Not Like Us came on afterward, bitch. Hold on, I might need to set up something different for this one. Okay, I don't. Ooh, okay. I don't feel like doing all that, but shit. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan, ho. He a fan, yeah. Free ass nigga, you a 69 god. Free ass nigga, you a 69 god. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. They coming. Freaky ass nigga, you a 69 god. Pussy ass nigga, you a 69 god. Bitch ass hoe, you a 69 god. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 look, run for your life. You a fan. You a fan. That's I know. I know. And listen, right now all I can think about is Megan Thee Stallion now. I know I did all that, but I usually have like a thing. I listen to Not Like Us, and then I listen to his. Oh, listen, weird ass bitches. 34, 40 fucking bar. Um, bitch, I deserve it all. Mm. think that's everything. Wow. Okay, I thought it was going to be a lot longer than that, but I think I was just kind of ranting and needed to get them thoughts out. And oh, yeah. Then I just started doing a bunch of stuff. So I hope all the good folks have a good day. Yeah, what the fuck was that? Oh, yeah. Some delicious food I ate earlier. And I hope all the bad people have a very fucked up day. Fuck y'all very much. Love y'all very much to the people who are good. Peace out.